Hi dear children, let's continue the class with a different concept, which is properties of the operation of union and intersection. What are the properties we are going to learn? Let's discuss here. So all of you know that properties of numbers, like properties of integers, properties of whole numbers, properties of rational numbers, like that, right? What are the properties we have learned in numbers, which is commutative law, okay, associative law, distributive law, and law identities. So we have learnt like additive identity and multiplicative identity we have learnt. Similarly, we have few properties related to union and intersection. Let's go with one by one. The first one is commutative law. Okay, so now I discuss both union and intersection at a time. Please understand them. The first one is commutative law. So all of you know what is the commutative law? We have learned through numbers, which is under addition will be there and subtraction and division. So we have like that. So in this also we have intersection and union. Commutative law means for the numbers which is a plus b is equal to b plus a. So if you interchange them, it gives the same result for addition. But subtraction, it won't give. Okay, now let's see here what is the commutative law for the union, which is first one is if I have a is one set and b is another set. If I find the union of the two sets, I get A union B. Then it will be equal to B union A also. This is called commutative law. So A union B and B union A will satisfy because all the combination of elements which are of A and B element, that is A union B and B union A, it will be satisfied. For the intersection, okay, this is for union. Now I am writing for intersection. A intersection B is equal to B intersection A also, because the common elements of A and B both are same, we can take. So A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. This is commutative law. It will satisfy union and intersection. Next, the second law is which is associative law. Okay, associative law. What is associative law or associative property also we can say. Commutative property or law, associative law or property, both are same only. So now here what is the associative law? So we have learned that also in numbers. Let's say A is a set which is for the union I am taking A union B. Okay, first, and we have to find the A union B. A elements of A and elements of B whole combination. And first we have to find this one, and afterwards let's find the combination of A union B and C, which will be equal to A union B union C also. Okay, this is called associative law. First we should find the common element or the whole elements of B and C sets and the whole elements of A. The all combination of set A and set B union C. That gives you whole elements. Then both will be equal to each other. We can verify with some examples also. Okay, now second one. Okay, next one is this is for union. Okay, now let's go with intersection. Same thing, A intersection B. First we should find in the bracket what is there. Then the whole common elements of A and B, the whole set you get. And after getting this set, intersection of C. Okay, then let's find the common elements of A intersection B and C, which will be resulted same as A intersection B intersection C. So this is the associative law of this one. Now distributive law will be only one thing. So distributive law or distributive property also we can say. What is distributive law for the sets? So when you are finding the distributive law, one thing will be intersection, one thing will be union, right? Now what would be the intersection and union? The combination will give you distributive property. That is only one property will be there. Let's say A union B intersection C. This is under intersection. A with operation union, B intersection C. The under intersection we call A union under intersection. Now the same thing will be resulted A union B intersection A union C. A union C. This is the distributive law. First we should find the B intersection C and the elements of B intersection C. That is a new set. This set and set A, the whole thing is union. That whole combination of elements will give you the combination of A union B set and the A union C. This whole set and this whole set A union C. The whole combination, not combination, the intersection means common elements of A union B and A union C. That gives you, that will be equal to this LHS. Okay, this is the distributive law. Now we have another law is, which is, okay, phi and union law or identity laws. Identity, okay, identity law, which is, we can say, or law of phi and union. Phi and not union, universe, the universal set, phi and universal set. So what is the law of identity or law of phi and union? Now let's see this one. The first one under union I will take. That is first A union, okay, A, which gives you A only, right? Or A intersection A, which is also gives you A only. This is law of identity. Okay. Next, second thing is A union phi, which is equal to, what are the common elements? A only. A intersection phi, which is equal to phi. Okay. Next one is third one. Okay, which is A union universal set. That is gives you universal set. But A intersection universal set gives you A. Because A and U common elements of A only will get. That is A intersection union is A only. Okay, so these are the elements of A intersection union which gives you A, which are common elements of A and U. A is the subset of union. When A is the subset of union, A will be the resultant for A intersection union. These are the laws we have for this properties of operation on union and intersection. The next one is, okay, idempotent law. This is called idempotent law. A union A is equal to A and A intersection A is equal to, this is called idempotent law. Idempotent law. I have included in this identities. This is one of the idempotent law we call. I write again same thing. So this will be considered in this idempotent law. This is very important law. Fifth one, idempotent law. That is, okay, A union A is equal to A only under union. Second one is A intersection A is equal to A only. This is the idempotent law. We call idempotent law. For union, same A only. A intersection A is also A only. These are the properties of the operation of union and intersection. So this is I have included in this. So you can write separately A union A is equal to A and A intersection A is equal to A, idempotent law. I included in the identity law. Please check it. Okay. So here these are the properties. We can go with some examples also how to prove. We can take three sets A, B and C. So when you are finding the these things associative law, when there is a bracket, all of you can see the bracket. A union B we should find first. In the bracket what is there? That set we should find. After finding that set, we should find along with C afterwards, union C. That set, union, this set. Then the total combination is, we get the result LHS. Similarly here also, first find the B union C. We should find in the bracket what we have. First we should find that set. That set along with the new set. Then A union, B union, C you will get. So for every problem when you are solving this union, when there is a bracket, in the bracket what are the combination sets we have? First we should find that set. After finding that set, we have to take the another set combination. Okay, clear? So this is how we can prove the properties also. Okay, thank you. I hope you understand related to these properties of union and intersection. Thank you.